The rising cost of mortgages is causing misery across the country, from first-time buyers whose dreams are on ice to families forced to sell up completely. In the Yorkshire town of Pudsey, many homeowners are in shock.
We're really worried. Our mortgage is going up by, I think it's about £400 a month currently. We've got a young daughter, she's 14 months old now, but obviously we weren't expecting this when we bought the house, and there isn't an alternative.
We're basically expecting to go up about 140 or 240 quid.
It was like £365 a month, which it was just another bill. It wasn't a massive bill, but it's now gone up to £450 a month, and it just keeps creeping up and up and up. My husband's just doing as many hours overtime as he can do. I wake up in the middle of the night and just think, how much higher is it going to go?
The Pudsey Community Project runs a food bank and free lunch club. They've seen a big increase in demand, with extra mortgage payments pushing some families over the edge.
There are an awful lot of people struggling. I think what's changed over this period has been that more of those people who are struggling are those with middle incomes.
Pudsey has an extremely high number of voters with mortgages. At 38.1%, that's substantially above the national average of 28.7%. But with average incomes of £657 a week, that's not much higher than the national figure of £640, which is why people here are being so hard hit by the high rises in interest rates.
The area's been conservative since 2010, though Labour aren't far behind. So will the mortgage situation affect how people vote at the next election?
I've got no loyalty towards the Conservative Party anymore.
They're the ones who kind of got us into this mess. I understand that, there's certain things going on that aren't in their control.
I voted Conservative last time. I'll never do it again, ever, for as long as I may live.
200 miles south of Pudsey, in Wokingham, the geography's different, but the pressure's the same.
We've just bought our first home, and with the interest rates going up, it's just limited of how much we could really afford to borrow. And we've had to leave the area to move, not too far, but to a cheaper area. So we've obviously had to move our family and my daughter's new school.
January, I am renewing, and I think it's probably going to double my mortgage, which is very worrying, to be honest. An extra £600 a month that's going to go into a mortgage, that's an awful lot of money. So it will affect a lot of what I do.
Here in Wokingham, an even higher proportion of voters have mortgages. At 39.9%, it's in the top 2 constituencies in the country. It's a leafy market town in Berkshire, with average weekly incomes of £740, much higher than the national average.
But although Wokingham's historically been a Tory stronghold, it's now a key Lib Dem target.
I do hope people start to look at the housing issues and start to put more pressure on the politicians.
My family is probably quite a conservative family, and I don't think they're going to be doing it in the future, no.
It's always been Tory, and I don't really see that changing.
Next year, it's estimated another 1.6 million fixed-term mortgages will end. That's a lot of people whose votes may well be decided by how much interest rates come down before the next general election. Amanda Akass, Sky News, Wokingham.